This is the brown here, and this time I'm going to show you my movie ticket collection. It's just a thing I do. I try to collect all the movie tickets whenever I go to theaters to see movies. If you collect them too, let me know or make a video response showing your collection of them. But I don't have them all because, I forget. I'll show you when I started actually, but I remember like the first movies I went to see was like, let's see, like 33, that was, or 93, that was Jurassic Park. Nightmare Before Christmas. 95 was Lion King. I remember seeing like Congo, the remastered version of Empire Strikes Back. Start my first page here. You can also kind of see how like the tickets advance or change through time. I don't know if you can see them real well, but like this will be from like the oldest, then going across like that to like the newest. But as you can see, that's Return of the King. I actually seen Fellowship twice. I've seen all three of them, and then Two Towers and Return of the King. But some of these I went to see multiple times with friends, like Resident Evil 2, Sin City. That's the Star Wars Episode 3, Wes Craven's Cursed, Anchorman. You got Land of the Dead, Harry Potter, one of them. I'm just gonna say this. I'm not really a Harry Potter fan. I just wanted to see that with my family. X-Men 3. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. That's actually from Marvel Entertainment. You need to check those guys out. Just go here on YouTube and type in I'm the Juggernaut, bitch, and you will laugh your ass off. Transporter 2. Peter Jackson's King Kong, Little Man. Want to see Beer Fest twice. Crank twice. What's that one? That's one of the Jackasses. But usually, like, I'd go with, like, Ben, and then there'd always be, like, somebody left out, and then, like, me and, like, Ben, Thomas, and Matt would go to them. But usually me and Ben would go, and then everybody else would want to go, so we'd go watch it again. But Jet Li's Fearless. So this was back when they actually played martial arts or movies in theaters, when they actually were a thing here in the States. Like, seen Fearless twice, Protector. I remember that played here for like 3 days, 2 or 3 days, something like randomly. Like, I wanted to see that so bad, and I was going to go out of town to see it. And then Matt's younger brother, he was like, yeah, I just seen this guy. He's like, they were chasing his elephant. He was elbowing everybody, and he like runs up and does this backflip kick and busts the light out and jumps across this gap and knees this guy off the helicopter. And we're like, realized he was telling the truth, so we had to go see it. Curse of the Golden Flower, which I wanted to go see. House of Flying Daggers. They didn't play it here. A Shooter's Grindhouse with the Death Proof, Planet Terror, 300, Spider-Man. Didn't really care for those films actually. Hostel Part 2, Transformers, Mr. Brooks. Went to see Transformers again. I remember Ben yelling, Optimus Prime, Simpsons movie, Rush Hour 3, Chuck and Larry. It's might run a while, so I'm just going to kind of go through them if I see. That's Aliens vs. Predator 2 there. Let's see. Midnight showing, me and my brother went to Indiana Jones. There's Forbidden Kingdom, which I was so pissed off during that screening of Forbidden Kingdom. Like, everybody was just making fun of the movie like the whole time, laughing at things they shouldn't even laughed at. It's like, if you don't even like Hong Kong movies, why are you going to watch this? Didn't even make any sense. I don't know, it's just almost kind of ruined the show for me. Kung Fu Panda twice. That was the Hulk with Edward Norton. I don't remember getting to see Wall-E, but I guess I had to go see that. Happening, that's like, M. Night. I forget which Fast and Furious that is, but I really just wanted to leave. And that's like the #1 ticket too, because they have the ticket numbers. And that movie, there were a couple movies I've seen that was just like, man, I wish I could have got my money back. But for the most part, they're usually fun. Like that one, Salvation, I wish I could have got my money back on that one. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen was kind of Public Enemy. I think that's actually the only film I fell asleep because I had to work like 12 hours straight, and I had no sleep. And I just went in to watch it because it was a Michael Mann movie, and I just could not stay awake for nothing. Seen Inglourious Basterds twice. There's another, I guess I've seen 2 Harry Potters. District 9 was amazing. Got to watch Miyazaki's Ponyo, and I got to watch Secret World of Variety. So I didn't think I got the ticket for that, Where the Wild Things Are. That one was kind of, Men Who Stare at Goats, and there's Avatar, which I've seen that 3 times. First showing, watched it 2 more times with everyone. Some more Jackie. Let's see here. Alice in Wonderland, I just really didn't care for that. Karate Kid was... I'll stick to the older Chans. I went and seen Last Airbender, Inception 3 times. The first showing, I just love Inception. First showing, I remember this guy got pissed because he didn't know what the hell was going on. Then I went like the next day. And then like the third time I went, like this, or I think it was the second time, yeah, there was some girl, she didn't know whether she liked the film or not, because she didn't know what was going on either. I just thought that was greatness. The Expendables, I don't really care for. I haven't even seen the second one, I'm not going to watch the third one. I just don't really care for the Expendables. Let's see here. Machete was kind of... I'm not a fan of it. Social Network, just amazing. I think that Legend 3D, I think that was Legend of the Guardians. I remember just like the pace was just way too fast. Fighter was amazing. Black Swan was friggin' amazing. Hannah, Super 8, Ringo. One of the Pirate 4, I hate that. Go with the Dragon Tattoo, obviously it's one of my favorite movies of all time. There's Secret World of Variety. Lockout was like the best like John Carpenter movie since John Carpenter. Prometheus. Wouldn't seen that in 3D, and a lot of the 3D for me just feels like a gimmick. Like some films do it well, and some films are just like tack it on there. John Carter, I need to get that. Actually, I thought that was actually a pretty good movie. I know they fired, like his name was like what, Andrew Stanton. He's out of Hollywood now because of that, losing so much money on that. Band of Misfits was kind of disappointed me. Brave, I actually thought that was done pretty well. The last Pixar movie I've seen, which is Monsters University, was actually, I was like, you know, if they thought Brave was bad, I just thought that, in my opinion, Monsters was bad. Dark Knight, amazing. Looper, went to see Cloud Atlas twice. Remember one of the showings? I'm so glad I got to see that in theaters. Remember the second showing with a buddy and his wife, and this one woman kept talking on her phone the whole time in the theater about batteries and all this. And this one guy was telling her, you know, to be quiet. And then after the movie, we almost thought they were going to get into a fight. Just like the look on her face. He like called her off on it. The Paranorman, just absolutely amazing. Skyfall was like, yeah, I tried to like it. I owned it, and I ended up selling it. I just feel there's way too many problems in there. Life of Pi, amazing. Side Effects, amazing. Django Unchained, amazing. Pacific Rim, a lot of people probably kill me for this, but I mean, I think it was one of Del Toro's one of my least favorites of his. I really love, like I said, Chronos is my favorite Del Toro, followed by Mimic, then like, probably Devil's Backbone, and then like, Pan's Labyrinth, and then the first Hellboy was just amazing. But like Blade 2, didn't care for that. Hellboy 2 was really, didn't care for that. Pacific Rim was like, he's kind of getting back on track. I just felt he still makes them like geared towards like the kids or towards general audience, and I just prefer the more adult, dark horror stories that Del Toro has to offer. I just thought the characters were weak in Pacific Rim, poor character development. None of the characters really kind of fit in there. A lot of cliche, like stereotype characters. It's supposed to be in Hong Kong, and yet, you know, all the Hong Kong people, or Chinese people, Asian people take the backseat to the other actors, and it really just didn't feel right for me. You gotta understand, I own like probably near 400, you know, Hong Kong movies, so when I go to watch a movie that takes place in Hong Kong, I kind of think I have an idea of what the Hong Kong should be like, and I feel they just completely ruined it. So if y'all want to kill me for saying Pacific Rim isn't the greatest movie, that's just my opinion. It's okay in my opinion. Could have been a lot worse, could have been a hell of a lot better too. So it was just an okay movie. But I went to watch Hansel and Gretel. That was a fun, stupid, retarded, you know, that movie made me feel like the Evil Dead movies. Just that camp, the funny, kind of comedic horror campness. It just kind of went back to the, like, Army of Darkness. I don't have a ticket for it because they were out of tickets for some reason at the time. But those are all of my movie tickets, and I'm sure you're tired of hearing me ramble on about them. But if you collect movie tickets, let me know. And if you want to do a video response, that'd be even better, to kind of show your movie ticket collection. See if I'm not the only one out there who collects these. So that is my movie ticket collection, and thank you for watching.